Hi, this is Seth Green's Bionder, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do a prediction for you, let me know in the comments below. Yep, just make sure you get all the questions that you like to be asked today in the side panel. Well, it's side panel for me. Just a reminder that we do lives here on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. Central and Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. Central. So make sure you mark down your calendar. And let's get started for today. Don't worry, be happy. I know a lot of people are kind of afraid of kind of what's happening in the cryptocurrency world, and the SEC and all that sort of thing has been saying a whole bunch of things lately. Okay. And this is basically the scared of the non-crypto nuts that are out there. Usually the newer people. They're saying that they're bringing out regulations and all this sort of thing. And a lot of that is going to be falling flat on its face, really, because cryptocurrencies do not need regulation, really, okay, or governments. And they are terrified of everything that's going on right now with cryptocurrencies going forward. Not everybody got the memo, I guess. The elites want this sort of thing to happen, a portion of them anyways, because they're buying in droves, okay? Every time that you see the news, especially TMI that I watch every morning, more and more rich people are letting out that they're buying Bitcoin in great amounts. So that should tell you basically where everything is going to be headed in the next little while. Of course, rich people buy Bitcoin to get poor or to be rich. So they're going to be doing something along the lines because they want to get a return on all that Bitcoin that they just bought, right? So expect in the next little while that you're going to see advertisements, and the banks and all that are going to be advertising that Bitcoin is okay for everybody's use. Okay, it's good. You should get some, and bless you. And I'm predicting that we're going to be seeing more and more advertisements that are out there on TV and radio and all that sort of thing to encourage people to get into cryptocurrencies when the elites have enough, or they feel that they have the majority of the Bitcoin. So just pay attention to everything that's going on around you. Okay, let's have a look at the cards about the cryptocurrency market today. And we got Marlin. And we got Stark and many other people. Hello, everybody. So let's have a look at the state of crypto in the next little while. We were guessing that there probably is going to be a little bit of a dip. Okay. I was picking up that it's not probably going to be as bad as we were expecting, but there is going to be one. There's a little bit of a dip today, but I do think there is going to be a little bit bigger of a dip coming up probably in the next week or so. Okay. But I don't think it's going to be as major as everybody was making it out to be, because there's some other things going on around the cryptocurrency realm, as it were. So we got the Dark in. Hello, Dark. Okay, let's have a look at the state of cryptocurrency today and for the next month. For the little bit of the beginning, I think this is that little bit of a dive that we're going to be having. This is the Three of Swords. It's the goal, your goal, and something coming between those things. Okay, so this is the beginning of this whole scenario for the next month. By the end of the book or the scenario, We got the sun, meaning sunny bright days. A lot of things going correctly in the next little while. This is looking at the cryptocurrency realm for the next month or so. It's very interesting at the end of that line of cards. This is the health of cryptocurrencies. Okay. And this is the card that usually, for me, represents the black hats. Okay. And it was reversed. So, of course, we're seeing a lot of that sort of thing in the news and around the news on YouTube and that sort of thing, where the elites or the black hats that want us living in huts and owning nothing and being excited about that are failing. And I believe that's the what's happening here at the end of the month. We're seeing a lot of the dark hat elites really running for the hills right now, especially that good old Justin Trudeau, and all the things going on around that as well. Mr. Biden is having his troubles too. I don't think it is actually Mr. Biden. Okay, I was looking at some footage of him as of late, and it looks close. It looks like an actor with some really good makeup. So maybe look a little closer. Maybe you can see the differences between what he was previously to what he is now. And I think you may see some slight differences on him. He got COVID and was away for a week or something, and when he reappeared, he looked quite different. So you never know. Okay, so the financial part, we're going to be struggling for the next little while. It's kind of bouncing around that 30. This is Canadian, of course, 29 to 31,000 Canadian for the Bitcoin, and of course, everybody's favorite, the Ethereum. I think is going to be going down to, well, right now it's 2,400 Canadian, so that's 1,000 something in American, and it might get down to Marlon's favorite price, so he can buy the 32 Ethereum and get his node. I wish I had that amount of Ethereum at the moment, but money went to other things like more Bitcoin and Litecoin. You can't buy them all. But I believe we're going to have a little bit of trouble in the beginning of the month, and then it's going to be doing a little bit better by the end of the month. We got the Six of Pentacles, so this is a very good card to get. Marlon goes, woohoo! I I don't know if it's going to get to that 1,400 quite yet. Okay, but it might be getting close. Okay, in American price. So we got that going on, and let's see it. The people that are involved in it, lots of good things happening in the cryptocurrency market. Even now, we have a lot of FUD going on. We got the Ace of Pentacles with the people that are involved in this. A lot of things are going to be revealed in the next little while. We got the Moon card. This is, I guess you can think of it as going to the moon, right? For the cryptocurrencies. But this card actually represents things coming out of the deep dark and revealing themselves. But you can look at it as going to the moon. I don't think quite yet. I think it's going to be another couple months till we get to that point. Okay. But it is going to be a lot of the people that are involved with trying to keep everything down are going to be revealed in the next little while, and they will be taken care of or just be ignored. Okay. A good way of getting rid of the politicians that we dislike is just ignoring them. Okay. And just telling them to bugger off. So cryptocurrency is going to be a little rough for maybe a week or two. On the 18th, I think Marlon was talking about that. I think that could be that little area where we're going to have that nice opportunity to buy some more cryptocurrencies. And I think he's correct on that. So keep a lookout for the 18th. I think by the next month. When is the 18th? A couple days. It's like 16th today. Thursday. So we're getting close to that day. So, of course, Ethereum's merge is on September 15th. I think they calculated the beginning of it anyway. So that is probably, if we do dive, the Ethereum merge on the 15th of next month is probably what's going to be pulling everything up. So I believe this next bull run is going to be caused from Ethereum doing its thing. Okay. And expect a lot of the other cryptocurrencies to do major updates and doing great things with their blockchain at that moment in time, because they want to ride the coattails of Ethereum, and everybody will start to launch forward with that. Okay, so let's have a look at the next thing. Make sure we get a lot of questions on the chat. So somebody was asking the question about Omega Oracle. I've never heard of it. So let's have a look at what the cards reveal about it. They're asking my wife for advice now. That's okay. She can yell at it. Yell at me for the answer. Okay, so Omega Oracle, not quite sure what this is. Just the health of this Oracle sort of thing. I think it's kind of wishy-washy at the moment for whatever reason. They're trying to tame a lot of things, and I think they are going to be succeeding. There is a moment when, or there was the opportunity of everything falling flat on its face for whatever reason. I think they figured it out and got it before it actually did any good damage. And this is the end of the progress of this Omega Oracle. So it could have just fell down and went flat, but I think they figured things out, but it's going to be a long journey for it to really pick up steam. And this is the money portion of the reading. I think the people are going to be celebrating, okay, with this one, but it's going to be they fix a whole bunch of things which almost destroys the blockchain, and then this happens. Okay, they celebrate it, and then it kind of falls down again. Okay, this is a card representing trying to grab on the riches that aren't there. Okay, so there's that. So overall, I think it's this crypto or platform or whatever this is not that bad. I think it may not last that 10-year period, which I always look towards in investing in anything. But I think it's a short-term hold if you would like to. Okay, so there's that. See if you want to make some short-term trades on it. I think it's good for that. Songbird. Not sure again. Never heard of this one, but that's okay. Hey, we got somebody from another platform. Hello, sir. So we're looking at Songbird right now for everybody joining. For whatever this I'm assuming it's a cryptocurrency of some sort. The health of it, it seems that there's a lot of things getting in the way. We got that Three of Swords again. So the health of this particular project is going to be very touch and go for the next little while. I don't think they're going to be really pulling it out, pulling themselves up, and making it work. There are some good things in the price for the next little while, but we do have a lot of smoke and mirrors going on, where they're trying to make everything look much better than it actually is. Okay, the card right next to that, and this is the money line. We got the moon, which is all the things hidden in the darkness are going to be revealed. Okay, on this one. Songbird is part of XRP network. Okay. So everything that was hidden from the public is going to be brought out into the light and be revealing some interesting things. There is some partnerships and party time with this one for the next little while. But I don't think it's going to be a tremendous thing. Not like everybody was figuring it was going to be for a while. A lot of hard work is going to be done by the people behind the scenes. Okay. So this is the Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands is always, yes, a lot of hard work that has to be done to keep this one alive. And we got the this one where he's fighting. Lots of effort will be needed to get through this one. Okay. To really start to make it have traction to move it forward. Long term, I don't think it's going to be a big thing. Short term, it may be a good one for doing some small trades and stuff. Okay. Thank you for that question. Propicoin. Not sure which one that is. Again, a whole bunch of new ones. We got a friend from Turkey. Hello from Turkey. So we're looking at Propicoin. Okay, so health-wise, I think they're going to be going through a whole scenario where they almost fall flat on their face, and I think they're going to be pulling themselves up by the bootstraps. So some good opportunities for purchasing Propicoin in the next little while. I do have this feeling that it's not going to be lasting a long time, but it may be good for some short-term money making, because there is some friendship, a partnership that's going to be happening with them, with a major player. If it really works out to their benefit, I'm not quite sure. Money-wise, I think there's lots of confusion because of all the things that were happening, because we have that death card, but it's reversed. So it's just telling me that something's happening behind the scenes that's not too healthy for Propicoin going forward. But I think they catch it in time. So it's another one that everything's going to shit, and they pull themselves up by the short and curlies and get it to work again, because right next to that is the tower, and it's reversed. So they were headed for ruin. I guess the partnership that they did make was the right sort of people to bring in to help them out. So with this knowledge, I think the price is going to be coming down quite a bit. So for a short term, of course, not financial advice. If you want to, I think that price is going to be coming down for Propicoin, and I think it's going to recover in due time. Okay, so if you want to make a little bit of profit from that, going forward. And the price line of cards is actually saying that at the very end. Okay. So we got the Two of Pentacles. So they're going to find that balance. Everything is going to work out okay. There's going to be a moment in time when it does fall. So some good buying opportunities out there for property coin. But again, I don't have that feeling that it's going to be lasting a long time. Okay, so it's nice, short, and sweet for property coin for the next little while. Okay. So somebody is asking, I don't know if we covered this one, but it's Aura Wright, and she's a truther. I don't know who she is. So let's just have a look. Maybe she has some. I'll try to look her up on YouTube or something. See if she's there. So, what's she all about? Huh. There's some black hat activity around her. In like she's actually working with them. Health-wise, I don't think she's doing that well. Okay. It's going to be a long journey for her, whatever she's going through health-wise. Whatever she's involved in is actually affecting her health in a negative aspect. It could be she's not completely truthful, and sometimes that will affect your health. That's what I'm picking up. Financially, I think she's a little bit on the outs as well. We got this card walking away from certain monies. I think what I'm starting to pick up is she's actually walking away from a large sum of money that came to her to say certain things to the people that aren't quite true. Okay. So she's going to be reversing that. I think that was part of the reason that she's having some ill effects in her health. And of course, a lot of the people that she's involved, or I starting to see a story here involved with the Black Cats. They gave her a lot of money, yada, yada, yada. She refuses. And she's walking away from a pretty good bunch of money. So she has that going for her, that she has some principles. Of course, with the people that she's involved in, there's a lot of things going to be revealed. Okay. She actually might make money on that, where she's walking away from the Black Hats, wanting her to do misinformation. Okay. So, and to kind of turn the tables on them. Okay. And I think there's going to be something else that comes along there. She can make some financial gain from her efforts. Okay. So overall, I think she's okay. I don't know who she is actually, but by her cards, I think she's okay, mostly, with the information that she's giving out. Okay. Thank you for that. We're into the chat. Hi, Andre. Do you see the price of cryptocurrency falling over the next 6 weeks? Yes. The best time is now. Okay. Right now. Don't try to wait, because it's only going to be a short window of opportunity. I don't want people to get into the situation where they go to buy, let's say, Bitcoin, and there's none to be had, or Ethereum, or Litecoin, or anything else like that that you want. Once it starts to really gain traction, there's going to be very little in the amount of cryptocurrencies. As you've probably noticed on the exchanges, there's not a lot of Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Ethereum, or XRP. We're seeing a lot of people take their cryptocurrencies off the exchanges and keeping them in their wallets. So when it does dive, okay, and you try to go buy, okay, there may not be any there to buy, okay, or it's very quick. So right now, I think would be the best time to buy. Of course, not financial advice. You do what you want to do, but I don't want you stuck without getting a piece of the pie. Okay. I was wondering when the best time to buy is with my $200. I would just do it now. Okay. Thank you for that question. Bob Job. Hi, Andre. Do you still feel a BTC large drop is imminent for weeks away? We're picking up in maybe a day or two, but it's going to be very short, maybe a week or two, and then it's probably all going to be coming back up, okay, with the Ethereum merge, okay, which I believe is scheduled for next month on the 15th, 16th. They did point out the block when it's going to be done, okay, and they know which block it is. They just can't quite know when it's going to, that block is going to be released. It's close, okay. So the scenario, I think, is everything's going to be dropping a little bit, and if you have that capability of buying at that moment, and then it's going to shoot up probably on that day, and everybody's going to be riding the coattails of Ethereum. If you can't get your hands on Ethereum, I believe Cardano is going to be doing their update in that period of time. Okay, so I'm picking up they're going to be riding the coattails of Ethereum. Okay, and I think Bitcoin and many of the other cryptocurrencies are going to ride the coattails up with the Ethereum. Okay, thank you, Bob. Will the coin swing by reach $1 by the end of 2022? I think we already did that one a while back. I was looking at that video. Actually, I have a whole bunch of shorts coming out, and one of them was swing by $1. I can't remember what I said in that video. Let's just have a quick look. I don't think it's going to be in 2022. It's going to be 2024 or something like that. Everything's not set for that to happen, but it will. I think we're picking up it's an okay cryptocurrency to get into, but it's going to be taking a lot longer than what they had been stating or people have been saying for it to reach out $1. It's probably going to be a little further out, maybe 2024, 2025 in that period of time. Okay, thank you for that. Hi, Andre. What do the cards say about the tubers Simon Parks and Aura Wright?
We did one.
We did one.
Yes, before you talked about it.
Okay, so I think we said Aura Wright was okay. Simon Parks, I think he's pretty much on the money on many things. And just him and his med beds. That technology is not ready. Cliff High and Simon Parks are kind of button heads on that one thing, especially. I've watched his stuff. I think he's pretty much on the ball on most of it. A lot of it is a little off. His opinions are a little off sometimes. Um, most of his political stuff is pretty good, but it's just his medbed stuff. It's not something to be aware of. Okay, so all right, don't know her, but cards revealing that she's okay. Let's just throw some cards on for Simon. Yeah, overall, the cards are revealing that he's pretty good at what he does. He's just a little off sometimes on some of the things that he's revealing. Okay, but thank you for that question. Hello, Andre. My brother went through divorce last year. Can you please see if you see second marriage for him in the future? Or at least when do you see him meeting someone that could lead to marriage? Okay.
She should get a reading.
She should get a reading. We'll talk about that in about 30 minutes or so. But it's a pretty straightforward question. There is he's not emotionally ready quite yet for anything major relationship at the moment. So don't push him. Okay, he has to go through the feelings that go along with divorce and stuff like that. When he is, because we got the Ace of Cups, but it's reversed, so that's a big emotional thing that he has to get over. But I do see him meeting somebody fairly soon. It may not lead exactly to marriage for quite some time. Okay. I see a blonde lady. And of course, it does work out with this one particular person. I think there's going to be 2 or 3 ladies that he may be involved in testing the market, right? But the one blonde I see is going to be the one that's probably going to work out the best. I think when he's ready in about a year or so, then it's going to be doing what it needs to do. Okay? All in its good time. Thank you for that. And I hope that helps. Some psychics are seeing the 18th of August as a significant event in cryptos. Do you cards see the same? Will it be up or down? We got Brad. Hello, Brad. On the 18th, I think it's going to go down a little bit. Okay. Remember, we're saying that there's going to be a bit of a dip. I think that's probably the moment, which is like Thursday. It's going to go down. This is the scenario, basically. And when the Ethereum thing goes, because everybody's going to jump on the Ethereum, everybody's going to be excited. Doesn't mean it's going to stay up. It's just going to be a little nice bull run to drag everything up because everybody's excited about cryptocurrencies because Ethereum did something finally. And that's why everything is going to go up on the coattails of Ethereum. Okay. When they finally do the 2.0, everybody's going to get excited, right? and that means a lot of money going into the market. Doesn't mean it's going to stay there. I saw your last thing on the side here, so I'm just responding to that as well. But I think it's going to not dive as much as people were thinking. Okay? So, and the cards are revealing that as well. A good time to buy is now. Okay? Thank you for that, Marlon. Hi, Andre. In one of your videos, you said something important and true about the Lightning Network is centralizing the decentralizing. Yes. BCH is on PayPal. Same with BTC and Ethereum. It's just different ways of doing the same work. I would prefer being on the blockchain itself, not a layer 2 solution. But that's what they did. It's just in the Lightning Network, they have what they call watchtowers that make sure everything goes to where it needs to be. This is how Lightning Network is kind of centralized instead of being decentralized. I wouldn't keep all my money on the Lightning Network when it does happen. I think it'll be the big one still. BCH will have its place in the sun, but BTC, all the attention is going there. Okay. And they're all going to be using the Lightning Network. And it's a way for a select few to control the many. I saw that a long while ago, but it's the way everything is going. Doesn't mean you have to keep all your crypto on the Lightning Network. Okay. I like both cryptocurrencies. Okay. It's just BTC gets all the attention, and where the attention goes, the money will flow. Okay. Thank you for that question. Will ENQ crypto reach $1 US in the next 12 months? Will we get a yes for daily? We don't know. A lot of times it's no. But let's see if we can get a yes. $1 US in the next 12 months. It's looking like no. It's I'll show you the cards. He says, you can do it. Unfortunately, we got the 10 of cups. 10s are always the end of a cycle, but the cycle will continue of whatever it's doing presently. The second card I threw down is the Hanged Man. They're hung up on what to do next, on how to make everything amazing with their platform. And emotionally, they're kind of like, even though it's the Knight of Cups, which deals with emotional state. You look at the horse; he's not running. He's kind of just trotting along. So I don't think it's going to be reaching that price point in the next 12 months. $5 or more in the next 2 to 3 years. It's going to be the $5 in about 3 years time. We got the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, it's going to get to that point, but probably a little longer down the road. Okay. A lot of other things have to come out, work themselves out. Okay. Because it's not going to be very, very swift. We got the Ace of Swords, swiftness of action. That's normally what it is, but it's saying no to that. It's not going to be swift. Okay. And the other question to that is it going to last that 5 to 10 years? In a sense, it's going to be surviving in a way, but it's going to be changing its look and its feel. So it wouldn't be the same as what it is today. It would be rebranded, or this is the time when we're going to see a lot of cryptocurrencies, the smaller cryptocurrencies, meshing together with one another just to survive. And I think that's going to be happening with this one in the next little while. Okay. Thank you for that question. The dark is the local top, and we hit 25,000. Oh, talking American price. Been waiting for 26,000 before the drop to 14K. I think in America it'd be 26,000 something. That'd be like 32,000 or Canadian. So I think in Canadian. So yeah, I do see it at 26,000 for a brief moment in time. Okay, and then it's going to do the thing, and then it's because of the Ethereum. Okay, thank you, Dark. What do the cards say is the best month to buy silver? Huh. I don't know why that month came to my without the cards. I just August. Let's see if I'm right. Usually when I do that, just without thinking, it's usually correct. More correct than anything else. So instead of second guessing myself, so next August, probably the best time to buy silver. I guess there's some scenario that's happening. I know Dark sent me a little snippet on Twitter about Russia and the BRICS nations rethinking their strategy with the gold. Okay, so that might be coming into play. Because silver would be involved in that as well. I think silver is going to have its heyday August, September of next year. The question is when to buy. Probably now, or yeah, right now would probably be the best time because the prices are pretty low. My gold and silver bugs that I talk to at work are saying that it's a pretty good time right now to buy. So I trust them. They're the ones with the big safe, which they had to use a front end loader to bring into their house. So I think right now would be the best time for that. Okay, thank you. Hello. Here, can I get a general reading, please? And thank you.
Facebook.
From Facebook. Awesome stuff. I'm starting to grow quite a bit on Facebook, actually. It's been a long time in coming. I think she's probably from the page. So, general reading for Gabrielle. The scenario is a new job or position coming your way in some fashion, or a business opportunity. It's going to be coming to you. You thought it was going to be something else, but it's going to be. You thought it was going to be a certain thing, but it's going to be something else rather than what you were thinking. If that makes sense, we got the moon, which is things hidden in the dark that are going to be revealed. You were hoping something that was going to be revealed very shortly, but it's not going to be going to what you had thought. It's going to be completely different, and you're going to be able to capitalize on it in a good way. Okay, it's going to take quite a bit of work on your behalf. Okay. So when you see it come, don't be surprised that it's not actually what you first thought it was going to be. It's going to be a little different than what you had previously thought, but you're going to be able to utilize the information that comes to you in a good way. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. There, there's something.
Oh, he's asking you a question.
Yeah.
For the people that don't know, I got a new haircut. So, well, Tesla stock split increased their stock price by September 1st. Okay.
And if yes, what price would you guess? Andre doesn't guess.
I can guess all kinds of stuff. Will it? So the question was, will it split?
Yeah. No.
Will it increase their price? We got the Four of Pentacles, which is this gentleman. He's holding tight to the level that he has. I don't think it's going to be increasing after the stock split. Okay, it's kind of going to be the same for the next little while because of reasons, because of all the things going on around the planet right now. It's not going to be for quite some time that it's going to go up at it, probably another year or two. So good buying opportunities for Tesla, okay, stock. And we got the sun in about a year or two. I'm picking up. I don't know how much a Tesla stock is, but I'm going to be picking up. That's going to go up by at least 40-50% in about a year's time because of all the other things going on around the planet, which is affecting the price of everything. Okay, this S&P and all that are so it affects everything, and Joe Biden affects everything, and Trudeau affects everything, and Macron everything, price wise. So it's going to take a long time for us to dig ourselves out of this mess that the elites and the politicians have put us into. And this is what it's affecting the price of everything going forward for at least another 4 or 5 years until we dig out of this mess from our wonderful politicians that have done wonderful things for us. With all that happening, I believe once all that is finished, things are going to be a lot better after the 4 or 5 year period. Okay. So in that period of time, yes, stocks are going to go back up. Okay. Thank you for that. It's a long explanation. Yeah, Doge is doing okay. It's funny that Elon Musk is tweeting about it or something, and it didn't do anything. So let's just have a look. I think they're doing fine. Doge is doing okay. It's not going to be, unless you got hundreds or thousands of these cryptocurrencies or a million. I know somebody with a couple million Doge. It's probably not going to make you a billionaire or anything anytime soon because of how it's created. If If you look into how it's created and the protocol behind it, it would take a lot of money coming into the Doge crypto to really make huge gains. Okay. But Doge overall is going to be okay. I think they're probably going to follow suit because everybody else is doing the burn mechanism. If you don't know, Doge just keeps producing coins like crazy. Okay, it's like thousands of coins every day. It to really gain traction and gain value, it has to start some type of burning mechanism, and that's probably going to be happening in the near future. Nobody's really working on the protocol. It's probably some guy in the basement. And that's about it. Nobody's really worked on the protocol for quite some time. But I think people are going to start to work on it because of the interest for the cryptocurrency. And then you got Elon Musk doing his thing. But yeah, it's going to go up. I think it's going to go through some changes coming up because it's a programmable money. You can program all the other things from all the other cryptocurrencies into Doge and make it much better. Okay, so nothing wrong there. Thank you for that. Kajira. Didn't we look at that one already?
I think so. I don't know when.
Can't remember what I said. We'll just have to look at it again. Okay. Now, with DeFi at the moment, okay, I know some of you are into the DeFi thing. Be careful. Because the powers that be are starting to really shoot for the DeFi platforms that are out there. There's a lot of rumors going around about the SEC coming after many of the DeFi platforms because not that they're bad, okay? It's because they want to release the CBDCs and they don't want no competition. Okay, so for DeFi in the next little while, I would be very, very careful out there on the platforms that you have it on. But Kajira token, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. I think they're going to be okay. I think they're going to be surviving mostly. And I do see it having its troubles with the wonderful SEC and all that, those wonderful people in the next little while, as is most other DeFi platforms that are out there. And that's going to be going on for quite some time. So it's probably going to be reducing the price because of people getting scared. Okay, and selling their DeFi cryptos. Not just this one, but all of them. Pancake Swap and Sushi Swap and all those wonderful things. But I think most of them are going to be surviving. I think this one's going to be surviving all that wonderful stuff going on with it. And I think they're going to be surviving up to that 10-year period of time that I always look at. Okay. But I don't see any huge price spikes in the DeFi platform for quite some time because of all the other things going on around the planet. And the banking cartel is really gunning for many platforms that are out there. So just be careful out there. Okay? Thank you for that. Daisy chains. Hi, Andre. What price do you see for copper in the next few years? I don't see prices really, but I do see a lot of the metals. I don't know if copper is precious. I guess it can be. Um, it's doing pretty good now. Copper. I think it's going to have its heyday in the next year or so. I think it's going to be 2 to 3 times the price that it is today. In maybe a year or two from now. I remember the days when me and my friend used to take his pickup truck and we'd go down the back alleys and look for hot water heaters because they're full of copper. You get pretty good money for those, or anything that's scrap metal with copper. So, yeah, so 2 to 3 times what it is today in the next 2 to 3 years. Okay, thank you for that. Hi, Andre. Would you look at RSR? Hey, haven't heard that one in a long time. Okay. I think the health of it, there's some naughtiness going on behind the scenes. I think that's going to be affecting the price of the RSR for the next little while. It's kind of under the radar right now because not everybody's looking at it, just because everybody's looking at the bigger cryptocurrencies right now. So there's not a lot of attention. So to keep them, I think somebody in the realm of RSR is doing some naughty things behind the scenes to gain favor, and it's going to be affecting the price very, very soon. I think the price is going to be a little quite lackluster for the next year or so. It may not go up with the rest as much as it should. The people are going to be getting rid of this Joker, and we're going to have a 10 of wands. So it's the end of a cycle. So they're going to be where they were working, and all the monkey business is going to be ending, and it's going to start something new very, very soon. And they're going to have a lot of false starts in the next little while on how to recoup everything. Okay, we got the Fool, and we got the King of Cups reverse. So it's going to be some time for it to really recover from everything that's going on behind the scenes. Okay, in any major way. It'll come back when more and more people are into cryptocurrency again. Okay, and all that excitement is going to be bringing most of the prices of cryptocurrencies up. But it's going to be taking a little longer for RSR. Okay, thank you for that. We got Super Whittle Guy. Hey, Yvonne. 0 cards, but initiative mojo, please, on the old friend that just came back into my life. Wants to find a way to work with me somehow. If Andre approves this reading?
Apparently he thinks that you were the one who approves the readings.
Well, I guess I can approve the reading.
So he didn't want cards. He didn't want cards.
He didn't want cards, so put the cards down. But with that, I think he's going to be just fine. Coming back into your life, it's going to be just fine. You're going to be working on some project together that's going to be lucrative. I think he's kind of the opposite of you. He's more of a go-getter. And I think he's going to have a good influence on you for that. Okay, so work together in a good fashion. Okay, if you like a personal reading with me, because we're at the hour right now.
One more 3 card.
One more 3 card. Okay.
She doesn't usually ask.
Okay. Okay.
You'll have to wait for supper.
I'll have to wait for supper. Super Little Guy says, I'm on point. Sometimes. I try to be. Okay, 3 card reading for our friend here. What you thought was false is actually the opposite. You're thinking that somebody was giving you false information, but once you do more research into that particular thing that you're I think it's from a female person around you, you're going to find out that it's correct. Okay, so when you look at it again, this information being given to you, it's going to be doing very good for you when you act upon it. Okay, so when you act, I think you kind of, I don't want the, but when you actually examine the information you're given by this other person, you're going to go, okay. And then when you act upon it, I think she doesn't know how to act upon it. I guess it is. I keep saying she, so it's a female. When you act upon it and help her with it, I think it's going to be working out just wonderfully for the both of you. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Thank you for that. And if you like a personal reading with me, make sure you go to, see if it'll pop up.
Okay, so right there.
Oh, there we go. psychreadings500.com, where all the information is there to, if you like a personal reading. If you like to protect your cryptocurrencies in the best possible way, like Daisy Chains just did, she went to the website at psychreadings500.com, where I have a little affiliate link for Trezor cold wallet. And it's probably one of the best ways of protecting your cryptocurrency, especially in this time, crazy times that we're facing right now. So make sure you go to the website for that. If you'd like to see me on other platforms, go to psychreadings500.com, where I have all of them listed on the places that I do videos. And just a reminder, we do lives here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So next one is on Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Central, and on Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. Central. So make sure you mark it down on your calendar, and make sure you like, subscribe, and it's supper time. And I'll see you in the future.